Is fitness influencer Conor Murphy still alive? Part 2. I've been following Conor Murphy every now and then. Initially, I was interested in the prank content he made, which one has to say, for his time, genius. The YouTube ad revenue from these videos seems to also have him allowed to live off of this for a couple of years. So definitely, he seems to be on the higher end of intelligence. What's also worth noting, I think, is that he had one of the most impressive physiques on the internet, I would say, which is not that easy to achieve. Now, of course, genetics might play a big role, but if you have seen pictures of early Conor Murphy, then he was quite skinny, which might be genetics for then eventually building this out. But so now it seems that he has been found dead, and he drowned in a lake. The lake in which he lived nearby, which is in Thailand, apparently. So the question I am asking myself is, what coincidences are there that would indicate that this is still part of Conor Murphy's plan? Now, Conor Murphy did a fast in which he tried to kind of imitate the fast of Jesus. He fasted, I think, for 40 days and live streamed some of it, at least. And at this time, I also tried ketosis, and I also tried low carb, etc. So at least I found this very fascinating. Now, many fitness influencers then criticized that he kind of ruined his physique, which to a certain extent he probably did, but also muscle memory, which is not really muscle memory it seems, but rather neurological memory, which then just allows to build the muscle again faster. He posted infrequently in the last couple of months, which I every now and then observed, mostly because I now was kind of following him for his looks maxing journey. And here he seems to mostly have done two things, apart from having, I think, 2 or 3 hair transplants. He seems to have chewed a lot of gum, and I chew the same, but I was not able to build my masseter muscles out nearly as much. It's like almost non-existent in me. This could also have to do with different things. My intermolar width is, for example, only 34 millimeters, which I recently measured with a teeth model I had made for bruxism splint. So now, he recently talked in an interview with Tony Huge about how there could potentially be aliens, and I am well aware of the fact that as soon as one mentions this area, one might also be basically drawn into this. But I guess as for now, I don't care. I also have been watching every now and then Joe Rogan. Of course, many theories are quite out there, but many also seem interesting. It's also, I think, interesting from a different lens. It's like, why are people talking about this? What is so fascinating about this? What if some of this at least is true? Which parts of it might be true? There is this theory about Atlantis, for example. Then there is also this guy called Hancock, who also now recently appeared on kind of mainstream podcast, like The Diary of a CEO, which I guess now is a mainstream podcast.